Yo, what it do? YouTube. It's been a minute. Well, a month. I've been busy. Staying busy. Um, doing this trucking thing. But as I sit here, ready, waiting to be offloaded, and if you know anything about trucking, is that as a truck driver, you go to places, if it's drop and hook or drop and get unloaded, you go to places and they set appointments. Your dispatcher sends you to these places where they set appointments for you to either pick up or drop off something or be unloaded, right? So I come to this place to be unloaded, and this is a place I come to, every now and then, but I never liked this place because the energy that I always got from this place was a bad energy. The first time I came here was my first time. I was lost. I didn't even know if I was at the right place. But when I first came to this particular location, it was a white woman security. And I just recall she was just very, very, very fucking rude. Very rude. I showed her my paperwork, my bill of landing and all that. And she looked at it, it's a guard shack. She's in a guard shack. So she looks at it and she's like, "You don't have no appointment for you." I'm like, damn, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a driver, right? I'm not behind the scenes about everything that goes on. Like, my job is just to get the load and deliver it. All that administrative stuff that goes on between dispatch and all this and all that, I don't have no control of that. They just told me to go somewhere and I go there and that's it. So she's getting mad at me. Like, what I'm saying? I'm the one that set this stuff up. Like, I'm an owner operator. I'm a company driver. So I was like, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? So get into it. I come back to the spot again. And this time I guess the white woman is gone, but now it's a fat, overweight, I guess, Mexican woman. I don't know what, Mexican woman, fat, overweight, right? So same energy, that funky attitude, that, like, what are you doing here? The fat stanky bastard didn't want to get up out of her seat. She wants you to get out of your truck and hop down and come to her fat stanky ass, because she can't get up, which is why she's fat and stanky, a fat stanky old security guard. But she can't get up. Hold on, my dispatch calling. I'll be right back. So that was my dispatch. Sorry about that. I'm back. But so I come here and and this fat stanky Mexican woman don't want to get out of her seat. So I get out, hand her paper, and the energy, the attitude was just like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, I'm just a driver. Like, dude, these people, like, you are a security officer, you are a contractor here. You are not the supervisor. You don't own this building, right? You are a 9-to-5 security officer who's contracted here. Your job is to observe and report. Your company, Securitas, I'll go ahead and say it, because I used to work for Securitas, and I don't have, no shame. I was doing that while I was in college. But that company is contracted here. And if you get outbid, there'll be another security company here, and your ass will be gone. You're interchangeable. I never forget a statement that my colleague made when I was doing security. And I'll never forget this statement. it was, a few years back, if I can remember, she said that we're like donkeys, right? They could put a outfit, a security outfit on a donkey. We're not like this high. I guess what she was trying to say in so many words is like we're replaceable. We're easily replaceable as a security guard, right? As a basic observe and report security guard, we are interchangeable. Doesn't matter, right? So, that being stated, that being said, where I was going with this. So, I'm like, you know what? She's tripping like this. I'm just a driver, whatever. You know what I mean? And now today, I come here again. And again, fat, stanky Mexican security guard sitting on her fat, stanky ass. And not doing anything. I give her the load. She's like, oh, we don't have nothing, you're not supposed to be here. And I'm like, look, woman, I just deliver, okay? Don't talk to me as if this is my load, this is my truck, I'm the owner operator, and I'm the one that's scheduling these loads, and I'm the dispatcher, and I'm the broker, and all this. I'm just the company driver. I pick up and I drop off. So she's like, well, you're not on the schedule. Oh, look, let me, if you drive a truck, it's not just as easy. You just turn around like a regular car, You got a 53-foot trailer behind you. Well, you can't just turn around and it's back up, right? So I'm like, hold on, let me call my dispatch and, I see what's going on. So I call my dispatch, and the dispatch like, hey, no, what do you mean? You have an appointment there today. I'm like, well, they telling me I don't have an appointment. They telling me I got to go. He's like, oh, hold on, let me call you back. So I'm sitting there waiting. And he don't call back. That's how this dispatcher is. Like, he's trying to figure shit out. So he don't call back. I'm sitting there waiting, parked next to the guard shack. And I guess she made a call to another Hispanic person who's a worker. And he comes out and he comes to me all sideways. He's like, what do you want? What do you have? I'm like, bro, what's your problem? I'm just, it's boxes. You know we come here. It's boxes of stuff. Well, yeah. Well, that's nothing for you today. Get out of here. I'm like, bro. Y'all need to stop. What the hell is your problem, bro? You take that up with dispatch. I'm just the goddamn driver, the company driver. Well, you tell him I don't care. Get out of here. Right? So, you know what? I'm like, man, I get paid regardless. I'm getting paid regardless. So, I just bounced. Because I'm like, I'm getting paid regardless. But it made me think that, what was that really about? Why did he have the audacity, the boldness, the courage to talk to me in that manner? And I'm a 200-pound plus man, tall, muscular built, and he's some short, stubby, old Hispanic guy. It's because he's like, this is a black guy. They call us mayates. I don't have to respect you. Because I guarantee if I was a white man, his tone would have been a little bit different. His attitude would have been a little bit different. Because they know And it brings me to my topic of this video, is that America is just the society of America, the system of America is just like a prison system. Only thing is, a prison is just more real. If you've never been incarcerated, if you've never been to jail, I have, you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you have, you know what I'm talking about. When you get in jail or prison, and I learned this, and this is when you stand for a while, not when you're going through intake or, things like that, or you in intake and you locked down for 23 and 1 hour out. No, this is when you in there and you about to be fighting a case and you about to be in there for a little bit and they switch you to the regular pods. The first thing you're gonna learn, if you haven't been there, is they gonna pull you aside and they gonna tell you to get with your card. What does a card mean? A card means go get with your race. So if you black, you gotta be with the blacks. You gotta watch TV with the blacks. You gotta eat with the blacks. Mexican, you gotta be with the Mexicans. Do everything with the Mexicans. Watch TV. Whites, same thing. The Asian Orientals, it depends on their numbers, right? Like, usually when I was in there, they were small, so they would call them the others. And they can either, usually the others kind of just usually go with the blacks. And that's the reality of America. If you look at and not like the, when I say the others, like the Asians and stuff like that, you usually not gonna see that. Like there's categories of Asians, right? So the Chinese and the Japanese are considered honorary white people, white Asians in America, right? You usually won't catch them in there. They usually are not in there. But going to the Asians, right? So in the Asians, you have different categories. So in the Asian community, in the Oriental community, the Chinese and the Japanese are like the top, like the honorary whites, the closest to white. Right under them would be the Koreans. Right under them would be all the dark Asians, all the dark Southeast Asians, like the Cambodians, the Vietnamese, the Hmong, all the Southeast darker skin Asians. Those are like the niggas of the Asian race, right? Or the Oriental race. And so those are the ones that you usually find incarcerated. And usually when they're not, numbers are not big, they're called others. So usually they come with us. Usually they got to go to the black card or the black card. They don't go with the white card. White card don't accept them. You know what I'm saying? And this is just how it is when we look at the regular world on the outside. When you look at the Oriental population, the Asian populations, you find them, the Cambodians, the Hmong, the Filipinos, you find them amongst the black community, in the black neighborhoods. And when you look at, and then you find the Chinese and the Japanese, you find them in the white neighborhoods. So this is why American society functions like a prison, but it's just, the outside world is just more faker, because you can see these things, you can observe these things, but they try to act like it's not really what it is. And in prison, and in jail and prison, you know what it is, right? You'll get checked. You'll get chastised if you're a black person and you go and deal and you go to the white card. You'll get chastised if you're a Mexican and you go talk with blacks. So it's very known, it's very apparent in that world that you stay with your own and you only be with your own. And that's basically what American society is that everybody's divided, everybody's separated, everybody's with their own, and they stay with their own, and they only look out for their own, right? And we as black people, we are the only ones that want to accept everybody. We want to accept everybody, even when, and have coalitions with everybody, even when they have vitriol towards us, hatred towards us, prejudice towards us. It is like we don't realize that. Like, these people are not our allies. Like the example I gave by coming to this delivery, right? They're not our allies. There is no coalition, no black and brown coalition. There is none of that. It's that we are all that we got. We are all that we got. We have no friends, like the late great ancestor Dr. Henry Clark said. We have no friends. We have no allies. We are all we got. And once we realize we are all we got, and we come together, we don't have to all agree. You know what I'm saying? Like Neely Fuller says, we had to just be on code, right? We don't have to all agree. We don't have to all be a part of the same religion, the same fraternities, but we need to come and get on code, like, and function like these other groups are functioning when they come in and they dominating shit. You look at the Indians, right? The East Indians, they came in here moving like a unit, being on code, and now they dominating and taking over this trucking industry, and they dominate and they control the tech industry, you know, and they're dominating these areas, right? It's because they move like a unit, and they all on the same code, and they're victims of white supremacy too. You know, make no mistake about that. But their unity and their code is what gives them power. And the fact that they only gonna deal with each other, spend money with each other, and only gonna interact with each other is what gives them their power, right? And we gotta do the same, or else shit just gonna get more. Shit is already real, and it's just gonna get worse. It's just gonna get worse. None of these groups got any love for us. None of these groups even want us around them. You know, now these groups are feeling like, you know, they're, even though they just immigrated here, now they're walking around with a big chest, like looking down on us, like, what you niggas doing here? You know what I'm saying? And as they have children, and as they continue to come here, and as the border stays open, it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse for black folks. It's not gonna get better unless we come together and make it better and get on code. So with that being said, this is your brother Jay International tapping back out. Want to get once again enjoying my good apple, and I will holler at y'all later. Peace.